What's going on, Vick and the Reshoevn8r team? My name's Abraham. I saw you guys made a comment that you guys possibly could work on the Jordan that I want restored, hopefully by Vick Almighty. I've been following Reshoevn8r for a long time. I love Vick's work. I love the Reshoevn8r team, even the whole capsule thing that was showcased in one of your videos. But yeah, I'll send you some more pictures of the shoes that I want restored, but it's honestly one of my favorite shoes of all time. And the fact that I was able to grab this shoe was just crazy on its own. But here you go, man. As you can tell from age, they're just starting to fall apart. So I got a couple of wears in them and they're gone. So yeah, I would love to see Vick work on these. I think it will make for a great video. And yeah, let's do it.
The Tokyo 5s is one of the rarest Jordan 5s to ever come out. The last set on StockX went for $4,000, but the thing is, all these shoes are unwearable. To do this project right, I had to bring out one of the best in the game, Enrique, aka A1 Restorations. Welcome back,
Vic,
dude.
man? Thank you for having me again.
Of course, man.
All right, Vic, so what's the plan for today?
The task today, bro, is to make these wearable again. You ready?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's get it, man. Back in 2011, in Japan, they opened up a store called Tokyo 23. To commemorate the grand opening of the store, they released a super limited run of these beautiful Tokyo 5s.
So the thing about these Tokyos is they have some of the worst midsoles I've ever seen. I've worked on a few pairs throughout the years, and they always do this. They just split. And normally, after about 15 years, that's when they should start crumbling.
When was the first time you worked on a pair?
It's about 2019.
These midsoles suck then, let's get them off. First things first, let's take out the laces, insoles, so we can get to work.
All right, next we're gonna take out the stitching and pull off the soles.
What you copy me for, bro? All right, so we're getting all the leftover polyurethane that's stuck on the midsole. Luckily for us, it's pretty easy to remove, just using our thumbs to kind of scrape it off.
So with shoes like 3s, 4s, and 5s, we reuse the soles and only replace the midsoles. So now that we scraped off all of the polyurethane, we're gonna go ahead, heat it up, and remove all of the glue with some acetone and cotton balls.
Ready. Soles are all prepped, let's move on to the uppers. We're gonna heat it up and hopefully remove the midsole in one piece.
Even if it doesn't come off in one piece, we'll still be able to take it off.
What he said. Unfortunately, the full midsole did not come off in one piece, but that's okay. There is still some polyurethane left on the uppers. To remove that, I'm gonna heat up the upper, then with a thin spatula, scrape at it.
So we got the rest of the polyurethane off, and the next step to do is use an X-Acto blade in order to take off all the old glue. We can't use acetone because it's suede and it will just bleed into it and pretty much mess it up.
That's right, so this part is pretty tedious. After a few times of going back and forth with the blade, I gotta replace it because it gets pretty dull. We wanna make this process as easy as possible. Prep is complete on the Tokyo 5s, let's move on to the donors. For the donors, we're gonna be using some Craft Jordan 5s. The donors are good, however, I wish the air units would have been yellow, but they don't sell them like that. So we're gonna have to work with what we got. As always, I'm gonna take off some parts from the shoe, like the insoles, the tongues, and the netting for future projects. With the tongues out of the way, we're gonna focus on removing the toe cap stitching to get these donor midsoles off. Once the stitching is removed, we can take these outside and pour some acetone inside them. This is gonna start eating up the glue so we can separate the uppers from the midsole. Acetone is inside the shoe. To finish the job, I'm gonna put the steamer inside the sneaker to peel it right off. Uppers are off, super easy stuff. Now we gotta do the same thing and remove the sole from the midsole. How do we do this part?
So we're gonna use a heat gun, heat it up as much as we can without damaging the midsoles. Get a syringe, get some acetone, and once we get a little gap going, we could just stick it in there, pour the acetone, and it'll separate like nothing.
Now when it comes to the heat, what do we do about it when it comes to the air units? We don't want to apply too much heat and pop it, right?
Yeah, that, and one of the ways to actually avoid that is I like to put a piece of tape over it, and it completely avoids it because none of the hot air will hit it.
Good little trick, I never knew that.
Yeah, as long as it's sealed off, I mean the air isn't hitting it, you know, it's just bouncing off. Have you popped the air unit before?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, because then you have to buy a whole nother pair of midsoles.
That sound is horrible, just hearing that.
You're like, it's heartbreaking.
Now we still need to do some prep work on the top portion of the midsole. There's some residue from the uppers that got stuck on the midsole. We gotta shave all that off using the Dremel.
So now that they got the top of the midsole prepped up, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the bottom. The midsoles don't really fit the soles quite well and doesn't sit flush, so I'm gonna be shaving down a layer of the midsole so that way it sits properly.
Prep work's complete. Now we gotta make some paint for the midsole. We only gotta get the yellow. It's gonna be a tricky color. We have all these colors right here. Some black, neon yellow, pale yellow, yellow, buttercup, neon orange, and some white. We're gonna start off with the yellow and go from there. Got the yellow paint all mixed up, took some trial and error, but we got that out the way. Next, we gotta do some prep work on the midsole before we start painting. Using some acetone and cotton balls, we're gonna wipe off some of the gray and the factory finish so the paint adheres nicely. After that, we're gonna do some taping so we can lay down some white. Tape job is complete. I'm gonna lay down some white paint with the airbrush. After that, we'll move on to some hand painting. White paint is good to go. Now we're on to the yellow paint. I'm gonna lay it down on the teeth and the inside triangle. I'm gonna hand paint it using some brushes, and for assistance, I'm gonna use some tape. Now hand painting Jordan 5 midsoles can be tricky with the teeth, but it's like painting any other section. As long as I tape off the area, I can take my time and lay down as many coats as needed. Yellow is down, now we're on to the speckle job. For this, we're gonna be laying down some black paint using a toothbrush. I'm gonna let A1 do this one because I think he's better at it. All right, what's next, Captain?
All right, so now that we got the speckles put down, we gotta do one last step when it comes to paint, and that's painting these two sections on both midsoles.
You wanna do both?
You wanna help me one?
I guess.
All right, let's do it. Come on, man.
Midsole repaint is complete. Took some time to get it perfect, but they look great. Now we're back onto the soles. What's next?
So next we're gonna be adding a thin layer of glue and painting the inside white in order to create that white film that clear soles are known for, just like these.
Soles are good to go. I nicely got the white paint down. What's next, A1?
We're gonna go ahead and put glue on the soles, the midsoles, and the uppers and let it cure and get to gluing on the next step.
All right.
All right, so we went ahead and put glue on each part of the shoes, the soles, the midsoles, bottom and top, and also onto the uppers. Now we're gonna start with gluing the soles onto the midsoles first, and we gotta be really careful with this because we pretty much have only one shot at it, or we're gonna have to prep and redo everything all over again. Now let's move on to regluing the uppers.
All right, glue job is complete. Time to check out A1's work. Bad, not bad. I think I could have done a better job, but we'll just, he's over there in the back listening. No, I'm just kidding, A1. These look pretty good, bro. I'm glad you begged me to do these. All right, now I still got, all right, now the final step for this reglue is to reapply the yellow stitching on the toe caps. We saved it when we took it apart. We got some white thread for the inside. We're gonna apply it using the sewing awl. Toe caps are complete. Now for the cleaning of the uppers, I'm gonna be very careful. I'm not gonna be using any solution or brushes. The materials are very delicate. So I'm just gonna be using some sandpaper to take care of some areas. For example, right here on the shoe, there's a couple of marks. I'm just gonna sand it down. Hopefully that takes it off. We're basically done with the restoration. A1 is lacing up the shoes as we speak. In the meantime, let me tell you guys about our July giveaway. We're giving away some Futuras or Born and Raised Dunks in your size. It's super easy to enter. All you gotta do is subscribe to Reshoevn8r and comment what shoe you would pick. We'll pick the winner at the end of July. Good luck, everyone. Let's go see how A1's doing.
All right, got the shoes finished, laced up, and ready to go. What do you think about them, Vic?
Bro, I think you killed these, man. I know you keep on saying we, but this one, bro, like the alignment all around for the reglue is on point. It's one of those things where in person, you can't even tell they've been swapped. Like the paint job's better than original, alignment's good. Dude, these look great.
Come on, Vic, you didn't do so bad yourself. You did a good job on the paint. You got crisp lines all around. You did a very good job on the color match. And overall, man, we both did a good job.
I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna bounce it back to you. The speckle jobs came out on point. A lot of the times I see people do a horrible job when it comes to that. That looks factory, bro. All around, dude, the shoe looks great. It's not even just about how it looks too. Dude, we want to buy it right, so these shoes should hold up nicely and they look great.
They for sure will. They're gonna hold up for another 10 plus years, probably longer than they did on their own original soles.
By far, dude. Without your expertise and experience, this project would not have been possible.
Thank you, bro. Really appreciate it.
Stay tuned, you guys. We do have another project in the works. As always, you can find all our Reshoevn8r products at Reshoevn8r.com. Use our promo code A120 to save 20% on your next order. This is Vick Almighty.
A1 Restorations.
We'll catch you guys next time. See you guys. Dude, how's it going?
Good, man, good. Happy to hear from you, man.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to finally meet you, man. I like the collection in the back.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure.
It's a sick display. So, dude, I won't hold you up too much, man. So we just wrapped up this project. They came out sick, man. So I know you've been excited for this one. It's been a few months in the making. So, you know, I won't take up too much of your time. These are it, bro. Can't even tell they've been swapped, man. They look like nothing ever happened. So I'll give you a better close-up.
Yo, I don't know how you do it, man. You do it every time.
Man, I did this all by myself, bro. All by myself. I'm just kidding, dude. So real quick, I want you to meet A1 Restorations. He was here for a few days helping me out with this project. We basically tackled it together.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. You guys killed it.
Thanks, man. So without this guy, this project wouldn't have been possible.
Vick could have done it, you know, Vick got the skills, but it was cool to come by and, you know, put in a little bit of work, help him out.
Yeah, basically he did one shoe, I did the other shoe. We did a lot of skiving, removed all that old glue, got the donors ready. Good donors you sent in, by the way.
Yeah, we messed with them and everything to make sure that they're not going to separate. They're solid, bro. You're going to be able to wear them
Yeah,
for
man. So
another 10 years.
They look good, they're wearable, they're solid, bro.
Nice, man. I don't know if I can flip the camera here, but look, I got a little spot for it. Here, look. I plan on putting them right here, man.
That's perfect. Dope display.
It is sick. Yeah, bro, these are good to go, man. So we wrapped up the video, project's all done. I'm gonna box them up, send them your way, and we're good to go.
I just have one more favor, man. You got to sign the box.
I'll sign the shoe, bro.
No, don't touch the shoes. We're good. We're good.
I'll put a nice stencil on this shoe, don't worry. Probably right on the toe box. I could put Vick right here, A1 on the other one. One of ones. All right, well, I'll sign the box for you though, man, and I'll ship them your way ASAP. Later, bro. Appreciate you.